And welcome back. Now, as part of efforts to improve science, technology, engineering and mathematics education in the country, Ghana Science and Tech Explorer Prize has initiated a program to train basic school students across the country. This, according to the Director of International Development for Nesta Challenges, Constance Agyemang, will help build ICT and entrepreneurship skills among students. There's more in the following report.
Tech Explorer Challenge Prize is an initiative by Nesta Challenges to encourage and support junior high school pupils between the ages of 11 and 16, as well as teachers in Ghana to help them develop practical science, technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM, skills and related products that benefit local communities. Speaking at the launch of this pilot challenge, Director of International Development for Nesta Challenges, Constance Agyemang, explained to Joy News how the initiative would impact Ghana's STEM education.
GSTEP is really going to complement the STEM narrative because it's going to apply those STEM skills to real-world problems that young Ghanaians are facing. So they will have learned theoretically, they are also starting to learn practically through STEM, but now we are saying, how do you apply those skills and that learning to a problem that you're facing on a day-to-day basis? Is there something in your home that is bothering you? Is there something in your school or on your way to church or something on those lines? If you can identify that problem and you can then think, how do these STEM skills really help me achieve and address this problem, then we are taking it to the next level and adding more value to what is already a good foundation of STEM that is being built up.
She further indicated the need for corporate institutions to support the funds.
The sustainability of GSTEP is really, really important to us because we don't want to establish a program that everyone gets behind, the young children get real value from, and then in a couple of years it's gone. So there's lots of different ways that we're thinking about sustainability, but I do want to say at this point we also do need funding. So in order to keep on and maintain, any possible sponsors or funders out there, we want to hear from you as well.
Some beneficiaries of the program, Joycelyn Adukwa Alote and Lydia Graham, shared their experiences.
GSTEP has really helped me a lot. I really thank the leaders of GSTEP. I really thank them. Because with GSTEP, I'm now able to talk in multitude, and I thank them for that. At first, I used to be shy when talking in great multitude, but with the help of GSTEP and the master classes we attend on time, I'm now able to talk in great multitude.
Through the first year program, I've been able to get a problem and also find a solution to that problem.
A teacher at the Dansoma Community Basic and Special School, Edward Yaka, however, urged the management of GSTEP to increase the number of schools on the program.
The first time I had an encounter with GSTEP, it was very amazing. What I realized is they gave most of the students chance to come up with ideas and how to solve it within their community. They should include other regions per se, because we have other people who are also very good in other regions that have not yet been included in what GSTEP is trying to do.
Ghana Science and Tech Explorer Prize is hopeful to extend the program to other regions after a successful piloting exercise, which begins in August. Mausi, Numos Report, read to you.
Okay, let's have some conversation on this. Joining me is Constance Agyemang, who's Director of GSTEP. Good to be seeing you at this time. So talk to us about the project. You know, when the issue of science and technology comes up, we see that in senior high schools, but we don't bring it down to the basic level. What inspired the GSTEP program?
Well, we know that young people, if you can actually inspire them really early, can come up with some wonderful ideas and develop the right types of skills that they need to be successful in the future and to be a real asset to addressing the problems that Ghana faces. So the reason why we have started at basic school level is because we know that's the formative years when critical thinking skills, problem solving, communication are all being developed. And if you can combine that with the STEM education so that people are really thinking about how do I use science, how do I use technology to make a difference in my community, then that is instilled from a very early age, and that will make a huge difference to Ghana's future.
Let's talk about the approach you're using and how many schools you're targeting in this exercise. Let's start off with the numbers.
So for the pilot year, we are approaching every junior high school within the Ashanti region and the Accra region. Our aspiration is to go national, but so that we can make sure that we get the fundamentals right, we are piloting in those two regions. So any junior high school in that region, whether it be public, whether it be special school, whether it be private, can apply to the challenge. We're encouraging young groups between 4 to 6 students to get together, to come up with ideas, to think about the problems, and then start to address them and enter the challenge.
And I'm sure that a lot of parents will be wondering, for instance, what entailed in this program? What do you take the primary school pupils through to get the aims and objectives that you set out for the GSTEP program?
So initially, the young people will form groups. They will bring up ideas. So we're asking them to look at their community. What are the issues that are facing? What ideas can they come up with? We will then let them enter the challenge, and then we will pick this year 25 groups from the Ashanti region, 25 groups from Accra region, and they will become our finalists. Those finalists will receive mentoring and coaching support from professionals in the industries. They will also receive help to prototype their ideas. So we don't just want them to stay ideas. We want them to build those ideas so that they become a reality. So we're going to help them with equipment, technology, so that they can prototype and develop. Once they have done that, they will present to a group of judges, and those judges will then select the winners. But it's not just those finalists. The award is a wonderful thing at the end. The prize is not just for the students, it's also for the teachers, it's also for the school. We want the school to be able to benefit by creating more labs, more ICT units. But even those that don't get through to the challenge, the teachers will have lesson plans that they can continue to use for practical education. The students will have lots of ideas that they can continue to develop their own science clubs, ICT clubs, and we want them to continue to build on those ideas and have an opportunity.
I was going to ask about the intent behind the competition, particularly when you want to encourage more and more persons to going for STEM. Why not just roll them on board, train them without necessarily putting a price to it?
There's always an interest in incentivizing and encouraging. And the theory behind this is that if you can get young people to form groups, really know that there's something that they're driving towards, it will incentivize them to do more. So as I said, the prize is an incentive, but the journey is what is important. It's not necessarily the goal. The goal is to build the right skill sets, communication, team working, problem solving, and give the children an opportunity to have practical hands-on experience for STEM education. Unfortunately, a lot of our teaching is still, just by virtue of the way it is, rote teaching. And so we're really encouraging, and we know teachers are crying out for more support in how they can do practical education and how they can support their young people in a more practical way to learn. That learning sticks better. That's our ultimate goal. Let's build the next series of leaders, inventors, entrepreneurs in Ghana. Let's start them at an early age so that when they're in that space, they're able to fly because they've developed the foundational skills that they need.
So let's talk about the opportunities for schools and what the timelines are. How do they get to, enroll for the program, and what are the timelines to that?
Okay. So the prize has launched now. We launched on Tuesday. So any junior high school student and teacher can go onto gstep.org.gh and then download and look at the information where there's clear timelines on there. So between now and August the 4th, everyone can start to ideate and enter. We want as many entries from those schools as possible. Beyond that, we then select the finalists. And the finalists will work on the prototype up until the end of November, and then December we'll be making the announcements about the awards.
For those who are not really much in tune with the excitement that comes with it, just give us an idea of some of the fun activities that would accompany this.
So we've already this year, when we were leading up to this, done a range of hack events for teachers and for students, where we have given them a range of materials like science kits from our partners and let them actually get hands-on of building the prototypes. So we've had some wonderful things, security systems being built, recycling receptacles, lighting systems for dark roads. So there's lots of problems that we experience every day, and this is a wonderful way as a team to get hands-on, really build and make those things and take it from the theory into practice so that they can see that they have the potential to really make a difference in the future.
Well, Constance, I'm hoping to be there to get more innovation on how to protect my phone, I guess.
I'm sure anyway, there will be an idea for
definitely.
that.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're grateful
Thank you
for your time now.